All right, everybody, it is time for the And a Chaser Spirits and Beer Pairing Show. It is Wednesday, February the 19th, 2025. Jersey Johnny coming at you. And with me, as always, is none other than Mr. Beer Samurai and Mr. Beer and Whiskey Whisperer. How are you, gents?
Sláinte!
Hello.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Not much. I think we need to cut that song in like half. It's a little.
Yeah, well, you know what? Here's the thing, right? That's the canned music that I'm using. It's generated from Restream.
This is what happens when you buy shit in cans, man.
Right. Well, exactly. You got to do it.
It's always better fresh.
Got to do it fresh in your own, But whatchamacallit, in order to let it go out, to fade out, we'll find one that we actually like, and I'll take that, edit that, and use that. But it's long enough that I can cut it down and use part of it. So that's why we did that. So last couple shows we did it that way, but it's all good. I think we have enough footage, if you will, that we can actually. Do you hear me fine? I got to move the mic up a little bit there. Is that better?
You were fine before.
Oh, I'll just move it away then.
No, move it a little closer to your face so it blocks it a little bit. Exactly. There you go. That's what we need. There.
Anyway,
it works.
So anyway, how are you, gents, on this fine evening?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
I'm a little cold. It's been really, really cold the past couple of days.
It's a little nipply out. I got to tell you, it's a little nipply.
At least we're not in like Tennessee and Kentucky but they are in Virginia. They are in North Carolina. They're getting slammed with some winter weather. So
they are indeed.
We should be.
We're getting hit hard here. Well, hard for us anyway. Probably not as much as them, but yeah, we're. I mean, I've got about a foot of snow outside.
Well, as you know, I'm in logistics, and when I turn on the computer and I see notifications from both UPS and FedEx talking about service disruptions at their hubs, I'm like, okay, so the pencil states are getting creamed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I'm thirsty. What about you guys?
Yeah, and let me get going because I know you guys are going to make yours, and I've got mine already. If you don't mind, I'll get started.
Go for it. You talk about yours while Dave puts his together, and then we'll continue.
So here's the thing. I've been planning this one for a while, ever since somebody had mentioned doing a Laird's video. Because when my wife and I were on vacation in Columbus, Ohio last year, there was a lottery for this particular whiskey. It's their Watershed Barrel Strength Fall Finishing Series. It's a 6-year-old straight bourbon whiskey, but it's finished in apple brandy barrels. So I've been thinking of this cocktail ever since then, but it didn't go on sale till after we got home. So I had to pay for it and have a friend of mine go pick it up and send it to me. So this little bottle's been on quite a journey. It is at 129.2 proof. Again, it's a straight bourbon whiskey finished in apple brandy barrels at 6 years old. So what I did is I've got 2 ounces of this whiskey. I've got 1 ounce of the Laird's 100 proof bottled in bond. And then I've got a couple dashes of cardamom bitters, and then a dark cherry and a dark cherry and a spiced apple ring garnish. And sláinte.
There you go. Very.
So my And a Chaser portion of the show, I kind of debated on a couple things. I ended up, because I haven't had this whiskey before, because usually when I pop a whiskey, I try it neat first. But I popped it and made the cocktail, so I hadn't had it. So my And a Chaser portion is that I actually just poured myself about 1.5 ounces neat here, but I also poured about the same amount of my my Laird's straight up, which means I chilled it, but then I strained it from the ice. So nice. I've got a little bit of each to have on its own, so I have a baseline for the cocktail. And sláinte.
And sláinte. There you go.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And damn, that's delicious. Keep in mind, though, I mean, I debated about doing a Manhattan with it and adding sweet vermouth or adding a simple to make it more of an old fashioned, but I didn't want to add anything to it. I wanted to taste these 2 products together as is. Right. So keeping in mind that what I have here is a lot of alcohol, that they blend incredibly well together. It is just delicious. I don't think I need the extra sweetness or the vermouth, but that's up to your taste.
Yeah, I was actually going to do something like that. I'll talk about it when I get to mine. But All right, cool. Samurai.
Well, I made my first. I'm going to do 2 cocktails. And the first one, I went through a whole bunch of names on this one. What it is, it's the color of this. And with this color, first I was thinking, because it's got cranberry juice in it. That's what's giving it the color. So I was going to call it the Fleetwood. Remember that whole video with the guy on the skateboard drinking cranberry juice?
Sure.
Playing Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, then with this color, maybe mixed blood. No, that's not going to work. But it's also very, very close to the color of a claret or claret. So with Laird's Applejack is made in Scobeyville, New Jersey.
Yes, it is.
So calling this Jersey Claret.
I'm still here, by the way, just stepping off camera for a second.
Oh, good.
And for a couple of reasons. One, the spirits from Jersey. Jersey at one point was a very large producer of cranberries.
Still,
we're still up there, but not as high as it used to be. A lot of the cranberry bogs aren't operative anymore. I know that when I was in high school, the Jackson cranberry bogs were.
There's empty. A lot of cranberry bogs that are empty now. Yeah.
Yeah. So that said, it was Jersey Claret, and
you know what happens? That guy Aqualung, he went down to all of the bogs and warmed his feet, and they just went. Yeah. They all fell by the wayside.
But what I forgot to mention, this is one part of the Laird's. I know it.
Silence, just nothing.
Well, Tom's gone.
I'm here. I just had to step off camera for a second. I'll be right back. I forgot to take a picture, so I need to get a quick picture.
Oh, I thought maybe you had to itch something.
No, I needed that. I wanted to get a picture of this cocktail because I've never made it before.
There you go.
So, but at any rate, so this is one part Laird's, half part the cranberry juice, because cranberry juice can really overpower stuff.
Yeah, yes, it can.
So when you're talking about, Laird's and Laird's being overpowered, you can give an idea. You've got to go half of it. But it's also half of the, my favorite simple syrup that I make is my cinnamon simple syrup.
Nice.
So this, between the cranberry, the cinnamon simple syrup, and the Laird's, this would be an amazing fall cocktail.
I agree with you.
I would think. I'm really enjoying that.
All right. Shocker, I made an old-fashioned.
You made an old-fashioned.
I made an old-fashioned. But I made my own pecan brown sugar simple.
Pecan
brown sugar simple. Yep. And here's some of it right there.
Oh wow, it's got a nice color to it.
Oh yeah. So and this is actually I put a picture up of it actually in the pot. There you go. That's it right there.
Very nice.
Cooking away. See it, Tom? There you go. Tom's busy doing something.
Yeah, Tom's not.
Sorry, I did something wrong. I was trying to fix it. No, that's not. Oh yeah, that's okay. Wow, that's wild.
Oh yeah. So, but anyway, so I made that. So I'm using the pecan simple, just slightly over half an ounce, only because I just put a little extra in, spilled over, and then I have the Applejack 86. Okay, and all three of us, by the way, hold up your Lairds. All three of us have 3 different Lairds.
Yeah. We do. Hold on, just a second.
Samurai has the regular Laird's Applejack.
Laird's Applejack.
Laird's Applejack. There you go. Laird's Applejack. Tom has the
bottled and bond.
Tom is rearranging his living room right now.
Sorry about that. I did something wrong and I was trying to fix it real fast. And I'm just having one of those kind of days.
But Tom has the bottled and bond, and I have the 86.
Yeah, so
there you go.
So I've got the bottled and bond here.
There you go. So
nice.
It's at 100 proof.
Well, Dave and I have Laird's, and you have Strial. Yeah, Strial. Strial. Yeah. Well, you're backwards, so it says Strial on it. So. On the camera,
I'm backwards.
Well, it's because
I've
you're
been called. I've been called
the love
badass
sign on
before,
your
I
the love sign on your wall behind you says Alev.
It,
Yeah, it does.
it does.
We are always decorated for St. Patrick's Day here. It's a
There you
year
go.
rounder.
So I'm gonna use a couple of the candied pecans because that's a beautiful thing when you make pecan simple, brown sugar simple. You can keep the pecans afterwards. So I'm gonna put a couple in there as a garni, so I get a little snack in there as well for myself.
That's always nice.
There you go. And let's cover that up there. And there you go. And I am going to put black walnut bitters in, but I want to drink it first before I put the black walnut bitters in. And do a little picture of that as well. And something for the grandkids, you know.
I completely forgot that.
Oh man! Okay.
I put Aztec Aztec chocolate bitters.
You did, or you're going? You were gonna?
No, I completely forgot
wow.
to, but I've
Oh
done
my
it
God.
in the past, and it comes out very nice that way.
Cheers, gents.
Sláinte.
Cheers.
Oh wow! Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Oh my God.
That pecan brown sugar is blending so well with the applejack. Oh my God, it's really good.
This product, neat, is amazing. Yeah, it's my first sip of it. Neat. It is incredible. Very easy to drink at that 129.
Oh, this is the whiskey aged in the apple.
Yeah, it's finished in apple brandy cask at cask strength, aged 6 years. Boy, it's amazing.
There you go. All right, I put the bitters in now. I just wanted to taste it without the bitters. Now I'm going to add the bitters. See how they play and go from there. Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh mercy!
Very nice. You could go either way. I like it both ways, but
do you like it both ways?
I like it both
John
ways.
just said he can go either way.
I can go either way. There you go. What did you do?
I done spilled.
You done spilled. He done spilled.
I done spilled, but it's okay.
I'm using my my hollow stem glass that intrigues me.
It's a very intriguing glass. All right, so Dave, when you're done, should I go off camera for a couple minutes?
I'm right here.
Bent over. Yeah.
I am right here. And let Rosa cook it.
Yeah, I'm not quite as organized as I typically am. It's been one of those days.
All good.
Well, a foot of snow will do that to you.
This is true. Have you been hunkering down?
So I worked Monday, but I was off yesterday and today anyway. That's when it hit Tuesday. It came late Monday into Tuesday, so I was inside anyway. So, but that's the thing. I planned on making a trip to the liquor store, but then I said I'm just going to have to work with what I got.
There you go. Tom, there we go. So what are you doing there, Samurai, that you spilled?
I am making my. I'm doing.
Oh, you're going to do the cocktail. I thought you were going to drink one and then do the second one.
Though I screwed something up because
are you adding Malort to this one?
Alcohol. No, I'm not. Malort's right here. It's still capped. I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong here. I don't think I put enough of either in this, so I'm really blowing my portions here because I'm not measuring. I'll have to figure this out another day because I didn't get a chance to really test this one. There we go. So with Johnny doing an old fashioned, I decided, screw it, I'll do an old fashioned too. And what I've done is for the simple syrup is it took a page out of Johnny's book. He said he was using brown sugar. I decided to use brown sugar, but I used Granny Smith apples.
Oh, that's interesting. All right.
And my lunch were the Granny Smith apples from the simple syrup, by the way. And some caramel that I made by accident.
Caramel?
I hate when that happens.
I'm serious. I made it by complete accident. I wanted to candy a slice of apple. And it just wasn't working. All it was doing was cooking the apple rather than candying it. So I'm looking at this, this bubbling mass of sugar and like, I just melt some butter into this and make some caramel. So
caramel?
It was accidentally on purpose. So you say caramel?
I said caramel.
I say
caramel.
I say caramel. Caramel. It's caramel and
It's caramel. Well, it was caramel growing up in California. I don't know when it becomes caramel, but
Carmel,
California.
Carmel's
a town. Yeah, it's town. Carmel by the Sea, right?
Oh, that they call that caramel by the sea.
I will tell you, for a cocktail that's all booze, this thing is remarkably easy to drink.
Very nice.
I mean, I've got a 120 proof and 100 proof and a couple dashes of bitters. That's all I got in here, and it is just delicious.
Nice.
What do you got floated on top of there, Tom?
It's a spiced apple ring.
Ah, very nice.
Nice.
But Carmel by the Sea, Clint Eastwood was the
mayor of Carmel. Yeah, Caramel, Carmel. So listen, I'm trying to cut in here. As luck, or if you want to call it that, would have it, Restream in its infinite wisdom did not send this show to the End of Chaser profile on Facebook.
Oh no, okay.
It sent it to the Logger Room guys profile.
Oh, alrighty.
Ah, beautiful. Well,
we'll fix it afterwards, and we'll fix it in the mix, as they say. But we'll repost it on the Chaser page after the fact. It's on YouTube, but that's
mercy.
Yeah, there's some issues that we need to work out before we make a decision to continue to use this platform, but that's for sure. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it is a little bit different to operate than the other one, but when StreamYard went up so much in price, it was just crazy.
Yeah, $90 versus $19. Yeah,
because I mean, for me, I paid for the year, so I mean, Restream was about a third of the price, or actually less than a third of the price. So.
Yeah, it's less than a third. Yeah, exactly. It's less.
So it just, I mean, I'll put up with the little, issues rather than spend that much money. Yeah, because it was going to be about $1,000 for the year for me.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So it's not like we're, hey. The jury's out. Let's hope that what we've been doing, we can continue to do, and maybe monetize these podcasts some point someday with some sponsorships and some other stuff. But until that happens, everything's coming out of our own pockets, right? So
yep, it is.
Let's save the money. Let's save the money and buy better bottles.
Yeah. See, that's it.
Or just more bottles at that point.
StreamYard price almost just shy of doubling. I mean, it went up a lot.
It almost doubled. Yeah, it did. Mm-hmm. It literally just shy of doubled. But anyway, enough about our
Anyways, I digress.
Streaming woes.
So I'm having the Laird's. Well, I did chill it, so I've got it served straight up, which means I got it chilled, but no ice in the glass. This product is amazing. It really is. It's nice stuff.
You go.
And I like a proof, guys. I mean, I like
Samurai, how is that drink? Tell us about
it. The drink that I've been talking about, not talking about
exactly.
for the past 15 minutes.
Which one are you drinking? I'm confused, Dave. Which one are you drinking?
So Tom's not paying attention. John's more worried about the business. And we're showing.
Well, you keep changing it up. So I wasn't sure which one you had in your hand at any given moment. I didn't know if you were two fists in or what you were doing there.
No, I never changed it up. I finished mine. The first one was.
Oh gosh, okay.
But no, this is just it's just Laird's and the apple brown sugar.
I'm curious to know about that. How that apple brown sugar is doing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Now you got me wanting to make that now, so I can just so I can have the simple to use and also eat those Granny Smith apples afterwards.
I would suggest taking those apples, fishing them out, and immediately putting them over vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, that's very true.
With maybe a sprinkle of cinnamon on top. I think that would be a beautiful thing. But no, I've got the accoutrements there. I've got the cocktail cherry. But I took apple peel.
Oh, nice. Very nice. You left a little bit of flesh on it, or?
Just a very little bit, because the thing is, this thing does it right. Exactly. Right? This is one of the, if you don't have one of these, you're not.
For those of you.
Wow, okay.
For those of you just listening to the audio portion of this, Samurai is holding up a peeler.
Well, it's a peeler, but it's one of the it's a Norwegian style peeler. This is a Kuhn Rikon, a Swiss peeler, and these things they're just perfect. They always give you the most perfect
They do.
lemon peel.
They do. I do.
You know.
I do agree with that. Well, we should start doing. We'll talk about it afterwards. I got a couple ideas. We'll announce it. We'll announce it in a couple of weeks if you two are so inclined. So inclined.
I'm actually sitting upright.
No, I'm gonna be. It's an incline, right? Recline is incline, right? So.
Well, I'm on the bar stool rather than the creaky chair.
This is true. I was going to say there's something missing tonight. There's no
creaking. I'm thinking, nor is there a brook or a river or stream or a rivulet.
Nothing. Bay, ocean, nothing. See, you got nothing going on there. Whole lot of nothing going on.
But there's one thing that I keep getting reminded by this guy.
Oh, that guy. Right.
It is It's National Rubber.
Happy National Rubber Chicken Day. Last year was on a Tuesday because I
Dave
remember.
Will use any excuse to show his cock.
It is one noisy.
It's one noisy ass cock. I got to tell you.
Dave just wants to put his cock on the air. That's
he just wants to play with his cock on the air. That's what he wants to do.
It's happy.
And now we're no longer a family show.
We never were a family show.
Under Apple Podcasts guidelines, we're explicit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Excellent.
Well, that means I can do the next show naked then.
Okay, there goes that one viewer.
I can turn your camera off.
Oh boy! No, we were aiming for explicit.
Exactly. So, what was that? 21. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Dave's cock. That's the open, right?
No, that's a good thing to open. It's a good thing to open with. That is a huge opening.
You wish. All right. Cheers. There you go.
Watcha.
Cheers.
Watcha. Chindan. Chintani. Chintani.
We're gonna do this.
Chintani.
Zucchini.
100 years. Squash. Yeah. Potato.
Yeah. Same dip.
There you go. So.
Oh, mercy.
Hey, well, we're smack dab in the middle of winter here. Actually, we're a little bit beyond the middle of winter.
Yeah,
what's the weather for you guys right now?
It's 30,
cold.
30. We were supposed to be getting the snow that you got. But it went south and it's going out to sea. So we might see a flurry or two, but we're not really.
It's 10 degrees here right now.
10.
Wow.
It was negative 24, I believe, somewhere in Minnesota the other day. I saw that.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
that wasn't with the wind chill. That was the air temperature. It was negative 24.
Yeah.
So crazy.
That makes sense. That makes sense up there. I had to keep adding simple syrup to this because I wasn't measuring. I had the ratios wrong. It seems to be right about there. I think it needs just a little bit more simple syrup. And problem is,
Dave, I'm not sure if you're aware, but there are these things that are called shot glasses where you can get an exact measurement.
Well, I have those as well. But the thing is, when I first did it, and you know this if you've been paying attention, I had only about this much in the glass when I first did it, and I was hurried.
So instead of doing another one, you eyeballed it.
I eyeballed it, and eyeballed it. Well, actually, I think I had the measurements off to begin with. It should be it's 2-to-1 spirit to simple.
Yeah, right? I always do 2 ounces. Well, sometimes I do 2.5 ounces to a half ounce because I don't like mine as sweet as most.
I do. Yeah, I do. So I'll do 3/4. Generally, I'll do 3/4 to 2 ounces or 3 or so.
I did 2 to 3/4 is what it is.
Yeah. So but unless I'm using my smoked maple, which that's a half. That's a half.
That's a tablespoon.
That's even less than a half an ounce. It's just a drop. Just a drop.
Just a drop.
Well,
just a little smidge.
The thing is that
just a little bit. Just a notion.
Mm-hmm.
That ratio works with whiskey. That ratio did not work with Applejack. I had to bring the simple syrup up. The thought behind it was to make an apple simple syrup to really accentuate the
positive.
What is it in the Applejack that I want to accentuate with the apple simple syrup?
The apple.
The apple.
There you go. accentuate the apple. Speaking of apple, Jack, we do have three versions of it. Mine is the straight Applejack. All right, it's Applejack 86. It's 100% apple brandy. Okay. Tom's is 100 proof. So
it's a bottled in bond.
It's bottled in bond, so that's apple brandy as well.
Cedril.
And Cedril, right. Samurai has the regular Applejack, which is 35% apple brandy and 65% neutral spirits.
Oh, okay. I've never had that one actually.
Oh, this is
smooth
one
blend.
It's what we call it's if you come to Jersey and you talk about Laird's, that's what we talk about. This is Laird's.
Well, what's funny is, and Dave will know when I was out buying this bottle, a lot of stores, and I wound up going to a small, not a small, but a smaller bottle shop, not too far away on Route 34 in Colts Neck, not too far away from Laird's. I was instructed to go there from Laird's because they carried it, right, and they were out of that one that Dave has.
And Laird's doesn't sell at
Laird's. They are in the process. This is a great thing that I heard from them. They did tell me that they're in the process of putting together a tap room. They're not sure when it will be open, whether it'll be later this year or next year, but at some point very soon they will have a tasting room.
So you guys, where you all live, how far is it from where you all are?
John's like
15
10 minutes,
15
right?
minutes away.
I'm about an hour.
Okay, so it's
hour 10. Yeah, I think we need to talk them into having a guest beer tap.
I think they could. I think they should. Although we probably need to talk them into having 2 guest beer taps if that's the case, because if they are allowed to do that and they're so inclined and they do that, I'm sure that I said do again. There you go. I meant to do that. I think they would be more inclined to put the brewery that's around the corner from them on before ours.
The one that's around the corner from them. No, I wasn't talking about your brewery. I was talking about the one that actually uses Laird's barrels.
Well, they could do that as well, but still, they probably would be more inclined to put the brewery that's around the corner from them on first.
There is one right around the corner from them. It's a farm.
It's a farm brewery. We might have done a show or two from there.
Actually, the first show we ever did where we're in the same place
at
the same time was there. But the thing is, if you look here, it'll say, you can see it's from Scobeyville, New Jersey. And Carton Brewing does a beer called Scobeyville. And that is their pumpkin ale aged in Laird's barrel.
They're 12% pumpkin cream ale aged in Laird's apple brandy barrel. Apple barrel.
Yes, with pink pepper. There's pink pepper.
Well, in the pumpkin cream that they do, there's pink peppercorns, ginger, and orange oil.
Yes, and then put that in Laird's barrels, and you got Scobeyville.
So it's not your typical pumpkin ale. It's not. There's no cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, allspice, and none of that in there. None of the pumpkin spice.
There's actually
pumpkin meat and pink peppercorns, ginger, and orange oil.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
It's like a pumpkin cream soup. That's
wow.
That's what they were trying to do with that. And then they took that and they aged it in the Laird's apple brandy barrels. And
well, it's funny they did two types of pumpkin ales there because the owner just refused to do a pumpkin spice ale. And the other one being a foodie and a food blogger at one point. He did one called Rav, and it's that Italian pumpkin raviolis that has the beurre blanc on over it with the anisette toast crumble.
Which is delicious, that dish, by the way. If you've ever had that, it's amazing. Yeah. If you've never had it, find it, get it. It's so good.
Yeah. And he turned that into a beer, and it actually was that dish in a beer. Basically, it was really good.
That's a lot of beers that we're talking about. Carton Brewing, of course. We could probably mention his name on this show. He doesn't pop up onto this show, but
he doesn't watch this show. Occasionally, he watches the other one. This really looks like I've got like a bay leaf floating in there.
It does.
Hey Tom, do bay leaves actually do anything for soup?
What?
Yeah.
Do bay leaves actually do anything for soup? What do they do? Because that's I've heard this as an argument that you throw the bay leaf in there, and the only reason it's in there is to shock the hell out of someone when it gets into their mouth.
It adds flavor. It almost concentrates the flavor. You could, if you do 2 batches of the same thing, but only put bay leaf in the one, you could definitely taste the difference.
So it concentrates the flavor like MSG does.
Well, yeah, I mean it's like just a botanical version of, basically, well, without adding the extra sodium.
We just kind of, can we relocate the logo at some point?
Sure.
I was wondering what the hell you were doing.
I'm like, can it go in the bottom left? Bottom right? It's got to be up top.
He's not right, is he?
Well, when we,
I am on the right, John's on the left, and you're backwards. So,
well, that's not nice. That's kind of rude, actually. Call me backwards.
you are. Well, you're from Missouri.
Well, that's
so
true. Yeah, my neck of the woods.
yeah, but he's originally from California, so that balances it out, though. So.
We're not exactly known. Yeah. Let me refrain from talking politics because that's been getting me in trouble lately.
Yeah. It's not worth talking about. All it does is gets me upset too.
Yeah, I did it recently. I had somebody go to my boss complaining about my my private page.
Your private,
my private, yeah, they were my personal Facebook page. Somebody wrote a letter to my boss. Talking about my personal page.
And you said this person who you thought was a friend at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That sucks.
They were a friend at one point.
So I'm trying to. I have to watch my back and be careful what I say these days, because Big Brother is always watching.
I just got whacked in the back. I was
I thought you was, I opened the smoked the Sugar Bob smoked maple syrup. I thought you were going to say I just got whacked in the nose with the smoked maple syrup through the mic.
No. That's possible with that stuff. It's strong. This stuff, actually, you know what? I can probably make that happen anyway, John. If I can open my bottle.
It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit to open.
All right.
Oh my! There we go. Okay, hold on. So while he opens that up, I'm doing smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Oh, I can smell it from here.
I
can literally smell it from here. I wonder why.
Somebody farted, huh?
I wonder why that is.
No, I actually did get whacked in the back. The PC that I have doesn't hold a charge too well. So I remembered I had to plug it in. So I had the stand and everything all set up for this. And this is tripod thing. It's supposed to be all that's stable. And as you can see, it's really not this is as stable as it's been. But so I went to plug it in, and it was coiled up a little bit and wrapped around, and I didn't realize that I was yanking on it and pulled the whole thing over onto my back. Good. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Anyway, since we were
it didn't tip.
Since I finished up what I was drinking, I decided to mix up a second cocktail kind of off the cuff here. Let me pour it for you here, and I'll tell you what I got going on.
Tom, if you roll your sleeves up, it won't come off the cuff like that, and you don't have to wash the shirt. So
what I did here, Dave's wisdom aside, Dave's wit and wisdom aside, is I put I put 2 ounces of the Watershed apple brandy finish, 1 ounce of the apple brandy. But what I did different here with this one is I added just about a ½ ounce of my bourbon barrel aged maple syrup, and then ginger bitters.
Ginger bitters, very nice.
Ginger bitters. I don't have ginger bitters.
I had ginger bitters once, and they were good. I used them in a couple of
let me show them to you here.
Yeah, I used
Tom had ginger bitters once. That was in a club in
ginger bitters. Ginger bitters.
I knew her. Ginger bitters. Yeah, wasn't she in the Spice Girls?
It was worth the money for the lap dance. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
There we go.
She was more sweet than bitters.
There you go.
I really want to get like one of those. If you remember Blues Travelers and John Popper, and he had that bandolier that had all of the harmonicas in it. How cool would it be to have one of those bandoliers and just have the bitters?
That'd be awesome. That would literally be awesome. Yeah. I actually saw them in the Sands in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And what was cool about that is it's not Sands anymore. It's the Wind something, or I forget what it is. But what's cool about that is they're from, or at least he is, but I'm pretty sure all of them or most of them are from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So they were home playing a show, kind of thing. It was pretty cool.
Very, very cool. I will be at that casino sometime later this year. I told you Carrie's got this charity group that she works with, and they're going to do like a bus to the casino. And I don't gamble, so I'll be wandering off to a nearby brewery.
Yeah, there's a couple of really good ones not too far away.
You're not a gambler, Dave?
I am not a gambler. No, I work too hard for my money.
Work too hard for his money.
And because I'm also extremely unlucky. I'm not very good at cards. And anytime that I enter like a football pool or anything like that, I just consider it a donation. Because I know I'm not going to win. It's just
I never do either. I've never to this date, and I have never won a Super Bowl box pool. I've won bets before, but never won a Super Bowl box pool. Never. And I'm going back to high school, probably the first time I was in a Super Bowl box pool.
Same.
And almost every year I'm in at least one, if not 2 or 3 or 90. I've never, ever, ever, ever won a Super Bowl box pool, ever.
I was in a suicide pool once. You know what the suicide pool is you have to pick each week. You have to pick a different team to win, and it's just straight up win. And one year I was in the suicide pool, and the first week I took the Bengals, and they lost. I was out of it first week. They went on a 5-game winning streak after that. It's like, you sons of bitches. So no, I don't gamble. So I'll probably be off at Bond Place. Which is about 8 blocks away from the casino, but just text me when you guys are getting ready to leave, and I'll meet you.
Bond Place is very good, and there's a new one around the corner from Bond Place. So,
it's called I just had it up. It's
what's with a C.
Not wishful thinking.
No. I can actually.
There's 7 Sirens. Lost Tavern's a little ways away. Not Country Club.
Country Club, yeah. Country Club Brewing, yeah.
Okay. And there's a distillery.
Social Still, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
you have a bottle of some Social Still.
The Sasquatch I've had on the show a couple times.
Oh wow!
There it is.
It's from Social Still. There you go.
There we go. So I might wind up missing the bus with all these great drinking.
I missed the bus. We missed the bus. We all missed the bus.
Missed the bus. I'm the bus. You're the bus. We're the bus.
Yeah, what movie?
Johnny
Dangerously.
Oh yeah. Well, I hadn't seen that one in a while. Yeah.
I saw that movie once. There are jokes in there you can't get away with now. One of them is just so inappropriate when he pulls out the gun. What was like what was it, an 85 caliber or something like that? He goes, "It shoots through schools." Yeah. Yeah.
What about
Fargan ice holes?
Fargan ice holes. He puts the handicap placard up. It's got like dizziness on it, and it says he is handicapped. He's psychotic. I'm psychotic.
Yeah. Joe Piscopo, and actually, a regular guest on the Lager Room guys, Al Catullo, is the radio partner.
Yeah, he works with him every day. With him every day on the air.
Yeah.
AM 970 in New York City.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway,
and Joe looked pretty damn good on the music special for the SNL 50 year.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had gone a little bit more into him doing Sinatra, but it was really fascinating. It was fascinating to listen to him talk about how nervous he was doing Frank. And he put it perfectly. He talked about Sinatra perfectly. He goes, if you're in Northern Jersey, he is the greatest singer ever. Because you go to the barber shop, and there's got two pictures on the wall, the Pope and Sinatra's above the Pope. And he's not wrong. He's not. You cannot say anything bad about Frankie in Northern Jersey. They'll northeastern Jersey.
Oh yeah,
they'll run.
Well, he's from Hoboken. I mean, there's a whole long block along the waterfront named after Sinatra Drive. I mean,
Sinatra Drive. There's a statue and everything, and there's there's a bar there. There's a Sinatra theme bar, and they're always playing Sinatra. And I never go into that. So Tom likes to on his Facebook page put up today's unpopular opinion. So I'm going to steal a page from Tom here and go my today's unpopular opinion. I didn't particularly like Frank's voice. Sorry.
There you go. It's on. I like it. I like it. The summer wind came rolling in from across the sea.
So I do sometimes. I've done a few videos where I sing songs very cheesy. So I adopt the persona Harry Nipples. He's that lounge singer that he's not very good, but he thinks he's great.
You should get together with one of my
persona, Harry Nipples. But I always sing "Fly Me to the Moon."
There you go. Fly me to
the moon. But in all honesty, though, I'm stealing a lot from the Bill Murray character from Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course. Have you seen?
Yeah, see that I'm borrowing more than a little from that character. Yes.
Tom, have you ever come across Richard Cheese?
Of course.
Yeah. A friend of mine have talked about that as well. But in fairness to me, I came up with the name Harry Nipples before I was aware of Richard Cheese.
And you should definitely get together with my one co-host on the sports podcast later, Harry Lugnuts.
Harry Lugnuts.
There you go. So, Harry Lugnuts and Nipples together again.
Lugnuts and Nipples. See, we need to be a team. Lugnuts and Nipples.
That's a very weird.
I don't even know how that would. I know. We'll work on it.
Rather than pasties, you've got nuts.
Interesting, and you twist them on. No.
Yeah. No. dialing in
tuning in Tokyo, right? Exactly. Anyway. Yeah, we
digress
again.
But we digress.
There you go.
I wish that was. I wish these kind of conversations were digressions. It seems to be the meat.
We have to digress back into talking about booze.
Talking about booze. Do we have any information on Laird's? We did a Laird show. We gave, and you know what? I failed because it's usually my job to give the 411, right? And all I said was it was from Scobeyville, from Jersey, and all that. The one thing about Laird's is they're very, very close to a lot of the battlefields.
Oh, really? Okay.
Monmouth Battlefield.
Yeah, Monmouth Battlefield, where Molly Pitcher, the legend of Molly Pitcher, was born, and all that. They're just really just up the road from there. There's a lot of competition about cider donuts in that area. Unfortunately, you got to get a little further north in Jersey to get to the best cider donuts.
Yeah, I mean, around the corner again, right by Source Brewing, and of course Muckley Eye Distilling is Delicious Orchards, and their cider donuts are good.
They're really good, but
yeah, you go up to North Jersey, you get a little bit further up. I mean, they used to in Bergen County. I'll tell you, growing up, Bergen County we used to go all the way up to Parkway to exit 172, and you come back down Chestnut Hill Road, and there were two. There were Tice's Farm and Van Riper's Farm. They are both shopping centers now. There's no more farms there. Then DePiro's was on the other side of the Parkway. So you started going over there after, first Van Riper's closed and it became a Stop and Shop. And then some other stores went in there. But Tice's was still open. When my kids were little, my younger daughter was 2 or 3 and they closed it. She's 28. So you can do the math, right? But
It's been a while.
Which we call, and they put in a whole huge strip mall there. The first Apple store in Jersey was in there, the whole 9 yards. But then you went over to on the other side of Parkway, same area, was DePiro's farm. That's now a Wegmans and other stores too. So they bought up all these farms and just developed them. They're all gone, right? But they're still, you got to go a little bit more out west, right? Bergen County, just forget it. You're not going to find anything.
As far as I'm concerned, though, Hacklebarney
Farms out in Long Island.
Like theirs are so good, and they also do these the apple cider hot dogs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're fantastic. They're different, weird, but if you eat them, wow, yeah, eat them. Go for it. You get out there.
Yeah. Now, Tom, do you have farms there that do the apple cider donuts?
No, I've never heard of that. No.
Oh, we
have you, dear?
Apple cider donuts? Jersey. He's got to come to Jersey.
Really? Okay. Wife says she's aware. I don't remember hearing about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got to get you some apple cider donuts somehow or another. We got to get you to Jersey for like about 2 months, and just
start you with a week, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and then we'll just.
I'd like to get out there for a week, though. Yeah, I really would.
Oh, fall is probably one of the best times of the year to be here. So some of the best beer is released in the fall. The apple cider donuts,
and maybe even if that particular week the Giants are playing the Rams in MetLife, we can go to a game. And if it's this year, maybe Matthew Stafford is playing for the Giants. I don't know. We'll
yeah. Who knows? But take you to the tailgate that Brian Wilk throws.
Oh, you love that one.
And that's a lot of fun.
Most of the time, you'll sit there saying, "Do we really have to go into the game now?" So.
And at one point we drank some Laird.
We did. Before the game. You know what's funny? There are 2 or 3 guys that attend his tailgate every home game that do not go to the game. They bring a couple TVs and they set them up. They plug them in. They're on Wi-Fi, and they'll sit in the parking lot. They'll maintain the area. Because it's like a 100-person tailgate, right? They'll maintain the area, and they'll sit and they'll drink and they'll eat and they'll watch the games from the parking lot of MetLife while everybody's inside. And then when everybody comes out, they fire everything back up again and they get it going. And so
more eating, more drinking, and just wait for everyone to get out.
No red lights. Then you leave.
And they're not paying $20 for a beer.
No, exactly. I'm not either, right? I mean, I'm not having anything to drink when I go inside. I may.
Oh, we drink so much in the parking lot that by the time you go in, you're like,
you bring a bottle of water in with you, and you're good. Trust me, you don't need any food because you've eaten so much in the lot, and you're gonna eat more when you go back out. You've had so much beer and whatever else you're drinking. Bring a bottle of water with you. If you really need another one, you spend $5 on a 16.9 ounce bottle of water.
Well, the tradition is as you walk towards the gates, you've got a bottle of water in one hand and a bottle of beer in the other hand, because you need your walk to the gate beer. You finish that off, down your water before you go in, and then enjoy the game if you can enjoy anything.
Exactly.
It's a lot of fun. So we got to get him out here. We got to get Tom out here in the fall.
We do. I definitely do. So, all right. So 2 weeks from now on the podcast, do we have do either of you two gents have an idea for our next theme?
Well, 2 weeks we'd be getting close to St. Patrick's, right?
Well, 2 weeks from now is going to be the 5th of March.
So 2 weeks from there is after St. Patrick's Day.
2 weeks from then is the 19th. So
2 weeks we should do our St. Patrick's show then before St. Patrick's.
We could do that.
So I'm saying Irish whiskey and an Irish whiskey cocktail or whatever, a beer or stout, whatever you want to do. Yeah,
I'm fine with that. We can do an Irish or St. Patrick's Day themed beer with an Irish whiskey, straight, neat, or cocktail. Whatever.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
Or we could all do a car bomb together.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, then we're gonna have to have. Then we're definitely gonna have to drink Guinness though, because we're not gonna have a Guinness for the car bomb and then have another beer. We'll all have to drink Guinness. That's my point.
Oh, do you have a problem with that?
But I was thinking maybe I'd get a, if Carton's Red Ryder.
No, but I may use something local in lieu of a Guinness because I like to do that sort of thing.
He does.
All right, so let's do this.
This is his.
How about we put this caveat in there? If any of us are having, if all of us are having a dry Irish stout, whether it's a Guinness or whatever local option you
dry,
want,
Irish stout.
then we do a car bomb.
We do each of our individual versions of a car bomb.
Right. I'm going to take this one step further.
I was just going to say, if for some reason we're not having a stout, if we're having a red ale or something like that, then just a shot of whatever Irish whiskey you're having in your cocktail or your straight or whatever for during the car bombing area, party. But
this was where I was going to take it one step further. We all do an Irish car bomb, but not with Guinness.
Okay.
We have to find
a stout, an Irish cream.
And so, because the car bomb, for those who don't know how to do this, you take a shot glass, you fill it mostly with JMO, you top it off with a Bailey's or an Irish cream. Doesn't have to be Bailey's. Doesn't even have to be JMO. It could be any
patties, whatever.
I'm probably not going to do a car bomb with the red breast.
No. 12. I got a bottle of Yellow Spot. Not doing a car bomb with them.
No. If you're drinking that anyway other than neat, oh man, that's a crime.
Yep. So it's an Irish whiskey with Irish cream floated on top in a shot glass. Then you fill a Guinness glass, a little more than halfway, usually with a nitro stout, mostly with Guinness. Then if you've got the balls, you fill it all the way up. Put the whole damn beer.
Well, you got to leave. You can't fill it up. You got to leave room for the shot glass. So
you got to leave room for the shot. You drop the shot glass in like a depth.
And you got to drink her fast because she's going to curdle on you.
Oh yeah, you got to drink that fast.
Yeah, because you need it in your stomach before it starts to curdle. That's what you need.
Yeah. It's going to curdle on you fast. You got to be pounding, baby.
Exactly.
So that's the thing. We're going to do a car bomb with something other than
fair enough.
All three of us.
I like it.
Let's do that. And then we'll pair it with just a shot of good Irish whiskey.
I like that.
All right, let's do that in 2 weeks.
Perfect. I like that idea a lot. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. All right. On that note, folks, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website. All of the Ender Chaser info will be on www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROM.com. Go ahead, Dave. Playing with his cock again on the way out. There you go. And please remember,
stroke his cock one more time.
He's not stroking, he's squeezing his cock.
Okay.
Like us and follow us on Facebook at Ender Chaser. And of course, all of our shows are available on YouTube as well on the Log Room channel. This particular week, it was available for some restream odd issue on the Log Room guys Facebook page, but we'll make the correction after the fact. So in any event, remember we go live with the video podcast on Facebook and YouTube every other Wednesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And for those
put your cock away, David.
To the audio podcast, stop playing with your cock, man. All right. We'll be muting Dave now for the rest of the session. And if you want
your cock is distracting.
If you want to just listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Pandora, new feature. We are on Pandora now. Amazon Music, Pandora.
Who? What?
Pandora
all
now.
right.
Open.
Amazon Music.
Yeah, open that. Open that box.
Pandora's hot, sexy box. Tune in, Podcast Addict, Castbox.
I know it well.
Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the Ender Chaser podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend.
Before we say good night, Doug has tuned in.
I didn't even see it there. It's covered up here.
He likes the car bomb idea.
There you go.
O'Hara's is a great one to use.
Car bombs, right. Love it. Love the emojis too. That's awesome use of.
He's an emoji king.
There you go. There you go. Just gotta take a screenshot of that. Everybody smile. There you go. Right, there we go. No, we're good. Anyway, then he said O'Hara's Celtic Irish is a great alternative to
It really is.
There's
That's
no
a great
Irish,
stout.
there's no-
Yeah, he's
there's no
right.
Irish-
Celtic
there's no
stout. I
Irish.
read stout is Irish. There you go. Celtic stout as a great alternative to Guinness. There you go. He says it's a great plan. Wait, it's over. He goes,
That's up.
I'll have to watch the replay. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Doug. You got it. Thanks so
Cheers,
much.
Doug.
Anyway, have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you soon, folks. Doug, if you're still watching, tune into the Get On With It Sports Podcast on Facebook in about 10 to 15 minutes. And you can comment all you want about the Red Sox, the Patriots, and the Bruins. Celtics, for that matter, too. How about it? So, anyway, have a great rest of the week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks, folks. Take care. Cheers.